Good. So yes, as Kerry said, the picture I showed you of the corn at the beginning was the corn was cut like this, like that, right? Oh, like that. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried to cut a corn cob long ways. Has anyone ever tried to do that? It's really hard. I couldn't get over how hard it was. We had, what we do is this sort of thing at Oxford, and it's only about 30 people go to Oxford. It's much smaller, but it's quite good to having it as a precursor to coming here. We can practice on things. And so I cut them this way for 30 people. It took me about an hour and a half just to cut them, and my hands at the end were just like really aching, and it was just so hard. And I had a really good knife, but it was just, and you also need a really good table because you're smashing it so hard, and everything's sort of I wouldn't want to do that demonstration on this table, put it that way. I think the table would be demolished by the end of it. So I cut them up beforehand, long ways like that, with a really, really sharp knife. And when you do that, and then you bake them, they curl. So it really is like a spare rib sort of thing. Yeah, so, and it's very, very simple once you've done that. But I felt it didn't actually work as well when I did it like the way we had them tonight. It just was not like when we had them cut this way. It made a huge difference, believe it or not. So you want to try it, but just really watch your fingers. You know, you've really got to make sure that your fingers are above the knife and, you know, not below, or you're trying to push down, because you'll just make a mess of your hand, honestly. Just make sure you're very, very careful how you cut it. But it is nicer, but it's a bit harder, as often is the case. Yeah. So once you've actually managed to cut up your little beasties, like I have here, oopsie, I'll just get them here. So I've just got one cob that's been cut into quarters, long ways. Can you see that? That's it. So very, very, very easy. Just I'll brush a bit of oil on. 1, this is olive oil. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I'm going to just put the flavourings on. You can flavour it however you like, but we used smoked paprika, garlic powder and salt. So I'll get a bit of smoked paprika. And it was really hard doing this because you've got to sort of tap and shake at the same time. Like you tap because it goes through. You sort of got to, like, see what I'm saying? It's quite, I found that a little bit tricky, actually. But, yeah, it's coming out a bit better. I'm a bit better at it now. Okay, so there's that. Then we're going to put in the garlic powder. And again, just, oops, sort of a tap and, oh, can you see what I mean? It's a bit hard to get it even. But that's probably going to work reasonably well. And then just a bit of salt. But you could put just salt and oil. You could put oregano. What else would be nice? Maybe onion powder might be nice. Just try different things. So that just goes in the oven for about 20 minutes. That's it. And then they're just ready to eat. And they're nicely curled, and it's quite a spectacular thing to give to people who are sceptical about plant-based eating, because it's quite a nutty, meaty, yeah, and the eating sensation's quite good too when it's, you know, like a spare rib. So there you are, 20 minutes in the oven, and that's it. Really easy. So have a go.